Hey everyone, and welcome to another Pokemon card video. Today we've got the second Fates Collide theme deck. We did the Zygarde one a little while back, and with that deck we wrecked pretty hard, so I'm hoping... Let me get in focus. I don't know why I'm always out of focus. I focus the shot before I start, then I move my hands and it gets out of focus, but yeah, hopefully we can repeat that success with the Lugia deck right here. So this is the Sky Guardian theme deck. It's Fire and Fairy, which is kind of an interesting combination. Are there any Pokemon that are actually Fire Fairy type? I don't remember. But there's Fates Collide right there, of course. So let's go ahead and open this guy up. We'll take a look at the deck, and then we'll head over to the online TCG client, and we'll play a match. Well, that actually opened pretty easily. I'm getting pretty good at opening these. Of course, I destroy the box in the process, but don't even worry, guys. Don't even worry. I've got a backup, so I'm not going to destroy this one. This one will be kept nice and safe. But let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. Actually, I want to zoom down a little bit here. Let's go ahead and see if I can lift this plastic shielding off. Oh, I'm still too high. Still too high. There we go. Okay, so here we've got a Lugia coin, and it's actually got a blue plastic to it. The Zygarde one had some green plastic, I think it was. And I think I've even got a Pikachu coin that had yellow plastic. So it's kind of cool that they're starting to do different colored plastics, because normally they all just have the plain black right here. This is the normal, but it's cool to see different colors. So let's zoom back out here. We'll take a close-up of the Lugia, which is the mascot of the deck. Actually, let's zoom back in for that guy. Pretty cool art right there. I guess he's coming out of a whirlpool or something like that. It's got pressure. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, any damage done by attacks from your opponent's active Pokemon is reduced by 20. So, yeah, that's pretty great. We'll take 20 less damage. Intensifying Burn. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon EX, this attack does 60 more damage, so it can do up to 120. Honestly, that's not going to be that useful because a lot of the times when I'm just playing with these theme decks, people don't actually have EXs. Now, EXs are extremely common normally, but when we're just playing these starter decks, they don't have them, so that might not even be useful. Here's the code card. I'm going to go ahead and use that myself, so not going to show that one off. Here's the actual deck. We'll get to that in a second. We've got some information about the set, some break evolution stuff, damage counters, status indicators, and a play mat right here. So that is all that comes in the box. A little bit more plastic there. So let's go ahead and get to the actual deck. We've got the art right here. There's the logo on the side. I think it's the same Lugia. Yeah, it's the same Lugia on both sides, just one doesn't have the logo in front of it. And there it is, Sky Guardian theme deck. Let's go ahead and open this guy up and see what we've got to work with. Again, it's a Fire and Fairy type, so I'm not sure what we're gonna have. Lugia doesn't fit either of those. I think he's just plain old normal in this deck at least. Okay, so we've got one card or a few cards that have flipped over. I think those are extra energy cards. Yep, just some fairy energies there. So it looks like we're gonna have Meowth. It's pretty normal for theme decks to have some normal types just to give you something, so if you get the wrong type of energies, you still can play. We've got a Wally right here. There's some fire, and we've got Whimsicott, so we're gonna have Cottony and all that, so that's gonna be cool. Okay, it looks like we've got a Fennekin. Hopefully we've got a Delphox and Bryxon. Okay, there's Bryxon at least. We've got Whismur and a Snubbull. Do we have a Granbull in here? There's a few more trainer cards. There's Jigglypuff, so a pretty wide array of different types of fairies here. Kangaskhan, that's going to be great if we can get him powered up for Mega Punch, although I don't think this deck has, I don't think it has double colorless energies, so we won't be able to power him up too fast. But we've got a Loudred. I don't know if it has Exploud. We've got Energy Pouch. Still looking for a Delphox to see if we've got one. Second Kangaskhan. Oh, we've got a Moltres. You may do 40 more damage. If you do, this Pokemon does 20 to itself. So you've got the option to do 120. But again, it's going to cost 4 energy cards to use that. So it's going to be pretty hard to power up. Snubbull not looking like he's going to be that useful. I don't think we've got a Granbull in here. Same with Exploud. Okay, there's the Delphox. That is going to be great if we can get that out. And a Wigglytuff. So it looks like Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff and Delphox is going to be what we're going to want to go for. And Kangaskhan, of course. I don't think I want to spend too much on the Snubbulls because they don't have anything to turn into. So I guess we'll see how it goes. So that's going to be it for just taking a look at the deck. Let me go put this code card in and we'll go get into a match and see how it works out. Okay, so we're over in the TCG Online client thing and we've got our little bubble thing here to click. So let's go ahead and click on that and let's see what we got inside. It's going to be the daily bonus, which I guess we got day 2 for some reason. Today's daily bonus is 10 trainer tokens. Checking again tomorrow to earn the next item. So I guess every 5 days if you keep logging in, you'll get the free booster pack, which is pretty cool, but also, look at how cool it is to see the art up close. I think we've already seen these ones up close, but I just never really called attention to it. It's just cool to see these in full HD and all that crud. And I guess I'll go put the code in. Here we go, I've got my deck all claimed, so let's go and get into a match. Okay, here we are going up against Leo 1801. And also, I finally turned the sound effects down so they shouldn't be ear bleeding like they normally were. Although, I turned them down in editing before, so they shouldn't have been too bad, but they were probably still pretty loud. So they call the coin flip. Did they call heads? We'll see. Oh, they're about to call. So I won the coin flip. I usually like to go first, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. But I'm kind of worried. Okay, they've got the Ancient Origins deck, but I'm kind of worried about this deck. My opening hand has no basic Pokemon. Selected done to take a mulligan. So they get the option to draw an extra card, I believe, when we mulligan. So because we have no basic Pokemon, nothing we can put out. We've got to throw these cards back and get a new one. But yeah, I'm worried about this because Lugia is only really good against EXs. Here we go. And because this basic deck's not going to have any EXs, I feel like my deck is just not built to deal with this. But we'll see how it goes. Let's go ahead and send out Fennekin, the only basic Pokemon we got. We've got some of the cards that might be able to help us draw some more. Yeah, the Pokemon Fan Club. So let's go ahead and hit done because we have no more basics to put on the bench here. But I think what I'll do is I'll use this and maybe try to find a Kangaskhan. That's probably going to be my best option because Lugia is just not going to be that great. Okay, we've got a Shauna. That's going to be shuffle your hand in your deck, draw 5 cards. No thanks. Let's go ahead and do Pokemon Fan Club. I really need to get some basic Pokemon right now. We can do Tierna later. So Snubbull, we don't have a Granbull, so that's not that good. We do have a Wigglytuff we could get at some point, so Jigglypuff might be worthwhile. There's the Lugia. While his Intensifying Bird's not going to be that good, the pressure's pretty good, but I'm going to go ahead and take at least one Kangaskhan, and I think I'm also going to take... Well, we could take the Moltres, I guess. I think I'm going to take... Yeah, okay, let's take Moltres. Why not? I feel like I might have wanted to take Jigglypuff so that I could actually power that up to get Wigglytuff, but oh well. I think what we're going to do is just put down the Kangaskhan, and I can't attack on the first turn anyway, so let's go ahead and just start directly powering up Kangaskhan. End turn, let's just go. If I can get Delphox, Fennekin might be a good choice, but I just don't see myself getting up to Delphox before he takes his Fennekin out. He's already got so many benched Pokemon, but Beldum is weak to fire. That's something to keep in mind. Does it have any resistance? Resistance Psychic, so we're not worried about that. Do I want to start dealing some damage? I guess I'll go ahead and start powering up Fennekin just a little bit just to get some damage. And Will-O-Wisp, or Tail Whip, we can actually use to delay as well, because if we get heads, the defending Pokemon can't attack during the next turn. So we can use that to stall as well. So we can power up our Kangaskhan. Once we're up for Mega Punch, we'll be pretty good. So he doesn't really have anything too threatening right now, but he's powering up that Beldum a lot. So he might be going for some kind of evolution. So what I think I'm going to do is just go ahead and drop the Fairy Energy on Kangaskhan. And let's go ahead and play Tierna while we have it. And it's going to draw me some more cards. Nothing I really want to play out. So let's just go ahead and do another Will-O-Wisp. I might want to protect this Fennekin and try to get a Bryxin, because if he evolves this Beldum, if it's still weak to fire, that's going to be the way to go. Or I could put out Moltres. That's also another option, but I've kind of committed to this Kangaskhan at this point, and getting up to Flying Flare is going to take so long. Okay, so he's going to go... Oh, we got the Delphox. Okay, I just need to get Bryxin. Do I want to power this up now? How many energy do I need? So we could go for 1 for Flickering Flames or 3 for Psystorm. Wow, Psystorm is ridiculous. 20 damage times the number of energies attached to all Pokemon in play. That is crazy. Let's see, what do we have here? Nothing else I really want to play, so I'm just going to keep powering up Kangaskhan for now, since Delphox only really needs 1 energy. Let's go ahead and use Will-O-Wisp here. If I get a Bryxin, we're going for that Delphox, especially against that Beldum. But for now, we're just going to stall a little bit. Because next turn, I can actually retreat this Fennekin and just go nuts with Kangaskhan. And it looks like that's what we're going to do here. So we've got the Wigglytuff if I want to play that. Let's go ahead and put 1 more energy onto Kangaskhan right here. We're going to retreat. It'll cost 1 energy to do that, but Kangaskhan is going out. Let's go ahead and go right to Mega Punch. We could even take him out with a Tiny Punch, honestly. I probably could have done that last turn, but whatever. So let's go ahead and draw a card right here. We've got ourselves a Fairy Energy, which doesn't really matter too much. Most of my Pokemon can use colorless energy, which means any energy type will work. But it's going to be the opponent's turn. They're going out with an Eevee, still powering up that Beldum. He's got 3 right now, and now he's powering up the second one. So I'm a 3rd Beldum? Holy crud. I don't know what their tactic is right here, but this Kangaskhan is paying off, and we got the Bryxin, dude. Okay, so we're going to put the Fire Energy directly onto Fennekin. Bryxin is coming out. Next turn, we can go Delphox, so if he gets Beldum out, that thing is going to get wrecked, although Mega Punch would kill it at this point anyways. But let's just do Mega Punch, take down Eevee, get another prize card, and we've got a second Kangaskhan. I probably won't actually end up using that, but... Okay, here comes the first Beldum, which will just one-shot with Mega Punch. Okay, what you got there? Got anything? I just want to know why specifically this Beldum. Why is he powering up that Beldum if he's got nothing to put on it? He has the Ace Trainer. You can play this card only if you have more prize cards than your opponent, which he does. And what does that do for him? I can't see it. Each player shuffles his or her hand. Oh no, my Delphox, you crud. Great, and we draw 3 cards. So Delphox is gone, and that kind of ruined my plan a little bit. What does this do? Search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon. Okay, well, we're just going to play Wally and get our Delphox back. How about that? And Delphox would have been my next card anyways, but let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and put the energy on it as well. And let's just go ham with some Mega Punch. So we've got Kangaskhan super powered up. I don't know how he's going to deal with the Kangaskhan, but if he does, we've got a Delphox in the back as well. One more energy card, and it'll have Psystorm. So it's going to be really hard for them to win this one. And I feel kind of bad. I mean, you can see on the deck, they've got Metagross as the theme right there. Okay, so he's got the, what is it, Metang? Yeah. Bullet Punch, flip 2 coins. He can do up to 90 with that, so still just not going to be enough. Kangaskhan can still one-shot that with just 90 HP, so I just don't think he's going to be able to take this down. Especially not with this Meowth right here. So let's see if they have any... No, and no real moves here. Okay, we got the Fairy Energy. I'll just put that on Delphox because their big attack can use any kind of energy. And we're just going to take down the Meowth, get a 4th prize card. I just think this one's in the bag, guys. We got a Fire Energy backup if we need it for some reason. They're sending out Metang, so they're going to be able to get some damage in. If they get 2 heads, and then they send out Beldum, they can take me down, but then I'll just kill the Beldum with Delphox. So, they're not going to win this. Okay, they didn't even get the heads, so that is pretty much match over. I don't think they could have won even if they got both heads and killed Kangaskhan. There's a Snubble. We're just going to do this real quick. Just do the Mega Punch. And from here, that's just game. Let's see what our second to last prize card is. It is an Energy Pouch. What does that even do? If this Pokemon card, if the Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from opponent's attack, put all the energies attached to that Pokemon into our hand. I guess I could put that on Kangaskhan, but yeah, at this point he's got Magikarp. That thing is just going to get a tiny punch. Don't even need to use Mega Punch on that thing. Oh, okay, he's going to switch out, so we have to switch, and I'm going to Delphox. And he's going over to Beldum, but I don't know if they realize they've got the weakness, because that's just not going to work out. It's going to do weakness 2 times, so when I do this Psystorm, watch the damage right here. 520 damage, 20 damage times the number of energies in play, which was a lot. And then doubled, 520 damage. That would kill any Pokemon in the game, double over pretty much. I think the most HP ever on a Pokemon is like 300, so yeah, nothing is surviving that, CRUD. So that was pretty much a sweep. I was worried about this deck because of Lugia, but Kangaskhan definitely made it work, and Delphox we had as a backup as well. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. The next gameplay is actually going to be a deck that we got from a tin, and that's guaranteed to have an EX. So we'll have our first gameplay with an actual EX in it. So we'll do that probably next Friday, and we'll have other openings Monday and Wednesday next week as well. So thank you guys so much for watching this one, and I'll see you next time. Take care!